Hello, hello. Hello again, my friends. I am sorry this is coming to you a little late, and it's going to be short and sweet. I'm surprised it's happening at all. It's kind of been one of those weeks for me. All the ups and downs, right, of just to-dos and fighting colds. 'Tis the season. But I would be remiss if I didn't share something that has helped me this week. So, I had the opportunity a couple days back to help teach in a leadership training for our church. And one of the analogies that I shared, I think would be super beneficial for you guys as well. So it was originally told by Richard Hinckley, who's an institute teacher. I want to say that Jeffrey R. Holland quoted it later on, I believe. But he basically makes this analogy of a river rock wall being like our testimony. And I immediately, being from the Pacific Northwest, can picture this in my mind. These beautiful river rock stones that are just all these different gorgeous colors, right? There's greens and reds and grays, and it's just stunning. They're different shapes and sizes. And this was like a trendy thing, like out on the peninsula, the Kitsap Peninsula where I grew up, to even people had these kind of walls like along their house too, like on the walls of their house, outside on their home. So it's crazy because it's like this functional work of art. And I could just immediately picture what he was talking about. So in his analogy, he says that building a river rock wall is like us gaining our testimonies of the gospel of Jesus Christ, right? We build it little by little. Each of these rocks could represent different commandments and things that God has asked us to do. It could be the promises that we make to him, like the promises we make at baptism. And he was saying that there will be times where we come upon a rock and we don't see exactly where it fits. And how true is that in life, right? If we're thinking about the things that God has asked us to do and the promises we make to him, there will be times where we don't understand what he's asking, or we'll straight up struggle with what he's asking us to do. We won't want to do it. Or find difficulty in doing those things. We might not see its purpose. And he's not saying you don't abandon the wall, right? You don't abandon your testimony when things get hard. You set that rock aside and you continue to build. And eventually you'll get to the point where everything will make sense, right? You'll be able to see where it fits. You'll be able to grow your understanding and find its place. My aunt posted this analogy on her Facebook page a long time ago, and she added to it that is why we need each other. That is why we have different strengths and weaknesses, right? So that somebody might already have that rock that you're struggling with and setting aside. They might have it already set in their wall, and they might be able to help you learn how to see where it fits. You know what I'm saying? Like, as we share our testimonies, as we grow in the gospel together and really cultivate that connection, that love, that charity for one another, that we will be able to help each other place those hard rocks that we have to set aside. We all have so much to add to and to benefit from connecting with our spirit brothers and sisters, with our fellow children of God. And it reminds me of a scripture in Matthew chapter 18, verse 20, which reads, quote, "For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I am in the midst of them." And I absolutely love that. And I think that it's great because it doesn't have any stipulations. Anytime we're gathered together doing anything good, as long as it is in his name, we he will be there. That is an incredible promise. And it will come to fruition in so many different ways. While it's good to have those opportunities to formally learn, like in a church setting, it's so important that we make opportunities to create together, to serve, to bond, to relax, to comfort, to share, to move. It will in turn help each of us expand our horizons and grow closer together. So, don't shy away. I know that I am so guilty of it. I am one that if I don't have an obligation to be somewhere, or if I don't know that somebody specifically wants me at like a social function, that I will tend to shy away from it. I will try to stay home. And I think many people are that way. So I guess this is just my encouragement to each of us to try to get out of our comfort zones and connect with others. It is so important for our mental and physical well-being, and for our testimonies, our spiritual well-being. But also, I think that it is important to be that person that extends those invitations. Don't be afraid to be that person that says that, to be the person that wants somebody there with you, so that we can all grow together. That's it for now. Until next time, have the best week.